So I've enjoyed this last campsite in Colorado, this last area. The Western Colorado has actually been the highlight so far of my couple weeks in Colorado this year. But it's time to move on. All right, so like I was saying, this is the Western Colorado here has been the highlight of my couple weeks in Colorado. I really enjoyed exploring around here. There's a lot more I could have seen. I had some tips from some new local friends on some other places to go. I did explore a bit and get to have some fun. To see some dinosaur fossils, that kind of thing. I did some driving around exploring, but there's a couple other places I would like to have checked out that I was told about and just didn't happen this trip. So I'll save them for next time. I've got them bookmarked. But, you know, one of them, like, for example, was just going to be too far behind me. The other one was a pretty steep grade on a climb, so I didn't really want to tackle that this trip. So anyway, I'll be coming back again, I'm sure, and I'll be checking those things out that time. But for now, it was time to leave colorful Colorado behind and head on into Utah, where, at least if you believe the marketing campaign, life is elevated. So I'm actually at a rest area in your scenic rest area, scenic pull-off place in Utah, just across the state line. And I knew this was here. It was only 5 or 10 miles from where I was camped, so I came in here first thing this morning to take advantage of the facilities and to dump off a little bit of bag of trash I got here and get ready for the day. So I'm getting some coffee going here, and they'll be, moving on towards Moab after that. I'm not sure if how much I'm going to spend in Moab. Probably not all that much. I want to get some photos of the scenery around there. That's really the issue. And then really the only reason I'm going down there. So I may be there for a day or two, or I may be there for a week. I just don't know yet. Moab's pretty cool, but it's getting pretty crowded. And it can be challenging if you don't like big crowds and you want to be able to check out nature and scenery without a lot of congestion. So I'll go down and have some fun, and I just don't know how long I'll be there. But I do want some photos from there, and then I'll be moving on to some other cool sites in Utah that, at least I think they're cool. From what I've read about them in my research, it sounds like they're cool, so I'm looking forward to checking them out as well. So onward and forward, right? Coffee's brewed. Time to take a quick walk up to the scenic area here and see what all the excitement's about, why they have a scenic area here on the side of the highway. I don't actually know what is to be seen up here, so we're going to go check that out. Alright, so pretty steep climb up this hill, but it's quite a panoramic view once you get up here. Somewhere back over there, not too many miles in the distance, is where I was camped in Western Colorado. And down there at the bottom of the hill is a van where I'm parked in the rest area. Alright, so it was a good stop. I got a cup of coffee here ready to go for the road, and checked out a cool little overlook, and now it's time to head on towards Moab, see where we end up staying over there. Just a quick note here, this sign for Westwater exit 227 notes that there's no services here. There's actually no services along this stretch for about 60 miles from Loma, or possibly between Fruita and Loma in Colorado, all the way to Crescent Junction, which is at the corner of I-70 and 191, which runs down to Moab. So whether you're going east or west, you got about a 60-mile stretch in here with no services. I don't know on the Utah side, but on the Colorado side, there is a sign warning you of that when you go through Loma, that there's no services. So just something to be aware of. You're traveling through here, make sure you fill up on gas, or you have enough gas to get through, and any other supplies you're going to need. And like me, if you're planning on stopping most likely before you get to Moab, that means you're going to want to make sure you're stocked up on
on food and water and everything else when you leave Grand Junction if you're heading this way. So, or again, if you're heading from Moab over towards Grand Junction and you plan on stopping in the middle like I did, again, you want to make sure you're stocked up because there isn't anything in the middle here. So just a quick tip if you're traveling through I-70. Alright, so I made it up here quite a ways. I think we're probably a couple thousand foot up from Moab. The road was getting pretty sketchy, really sandy, and a lot of slick rocks. I found a slick rock portion and I turned around on that, so I had a hard pack to turn around on. And I'm going to start my way back down now. I'm still not sure how long I'm going to stay in Moab. I'm here to get some photos, and the traffic congestion is and the crowds are better than I expected, but still more than I care to deal with. So and that's just me. I mean, that doesn't bother everybody, but this Moab's got some great scenery, but there's also great scenery south of here and like over in western Colorado that's very similar. So, you know, you can go places that don't have the crowds and still get similar scenery. But in fairness, Moab does have a pretty good concentration of incredible scenery in one compact area. So definitely some great stuff here, just a little more crowded than I care for. So I'm going to go ahead and head back down the hill and figure out if I want to stay here tonight or for a couple nights or just go on to another place. Because I got some other cool places on my list to check out that are not going to be as crowded. So we'll see. Whew, getting blasted with dust here. Put the window up a little bit. So hope you enjoyed the tour coming up here. And there is a lot of great scenery here. This is one of my favorites up in Sand Flats here. Hurrah Pass is also really nice. That's technically a 4x4 road. And just because someone may have, once upon a time, made it up there in a stock minivan, that doesn't mean it's a good idea. Anyways, Hurrah Pass is nice. This is cool. And just the whole road going out to Hurrah Pass, really. You can get up on some of the mesas around town and get some great scenery. The La Salle Mountains are very pretty, just east of Moab. So there's a lot around here to see that's really nice. This is just one of my favorite spots here because of the red rock, and that's kind of like what people think of when I think of Moab, is the red rock, Lake Sedona, Arizona. So you know, I wanted to do a come up in here. I love this spot up in here. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we will, if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the little ring the bell so you get notified when I post new stuff. Everything on this channel is about travel and the nomadic lifestyle and related things, but you'll find a video podcast on Mondays, and you know, a lot of times a live chat on Tuesdays about nomadic stuff, and then I try and alternate between helpful information videos and travel videos like this one that show some scenery. So if you enjoy any of that stuff, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, how if you enjoyed this video, what you thought of it, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks.